In this video, I'll be discussing the top 10 biggest dragons in the How to Train Your Dragon universe. This means both length and wingspan, not height, since some dragons can stand on 2 legs and stuff like that. And by the way, it'll only be movies and TV series, not the comics, because there's some pretty big dragons in the comics that I will not be mentioning. Now, I put the measurements in meters, but I also made sure to help out the Americans and give you guys some feet and inches. Top 10, Scoldron. The Scoldron is a tidal class dragon that first appeared in Dragon's Defenders of Berk. Now, this huge dragon could spit boiling water at its enemies that could literally melt the skin off your face. Another cool fact about it is that it is the natural predator of the sea shocker. The Scoldron is 25 and 75 meters in length and 31.8 meters in wingspan. Top 10, the Stormcutter. The Stormcutter is a tracker class dragon that first appeared in How to Train Your Dragon 2, and it is Cloudjumper, the dragon that Hiccup's mother owns. Now, its abilities are that it can rotate its head 360 degrees, just like an owl, and that it has 4 wings. Now, the Stormcutter is 24.7 meters in length and 34.09 in wingspan. Top 8, Typhoomerang. The Typhoomerang is a giant Stoker-class dragon that first appeared in Dragon's Defenders of Berk. This dragon can shoot a giant tornado-like spiral of fire. And it's 35.5 meters in length and 37.85 meters in wingspan. Pretty big. Top 7, the Large Shadowwing. Now, this giant dragon was first seen in Dragon's Race to the Edge, where it calls little shadow wings to attach onto its wings and act as literal missiles. Now, the large shadow wing comes in at 39.9 meters in length and 41.05 in wingspan. Now, I would like to take this moment to thank you all for clicking on this video, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. If so, it would really help me if you could leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Top 6, the Eruptodon. The Eruptodon is a giant boulder-class dragon that first appeared in Dragon's Race to the Edge. This dragon has immense strength, power, and can both eat and shoot lava from its mouth. It is known for eating out of volcanoes. Without a volcano, it cannot survive. The Eruptodon is 67.25 meters in length and 42.46 meters in wingspan. Top 5, the Crimson Gorgutter. Now, the Crimson Gorgutter is another boulder-class dragon that first appeared in How to Train Your Dragon 3. The dragon we see in the movie is actually a baby, so we wouldn't know what its measurements are as an adult, but we still know that at that age it has immense strength, and we believe it also has some kind of firepower, even though we don't see it. The Crimson Gorgutter is 40.72 meters in length and 42.98 meters in wingspan. Top 4, the Submaripper. The Submaripper is a tidal class dragon that first appeared in Dragon's Race to the Edge. This gigantic dragon is the natural rival of the famous Shellfire, which we'll talk about it later. Now, its abilities are immense strength and creating a vacuum underwater that sucks all the Viking ships and literally any other thing in that part where he created that vacuum. It is extremely powerful, and we only see it actually once, which is pretty sad, since I would, me personally, love to see way more action from this ginormous beast. The Submaripper has a 67.25 meters of length, and its wingspan is 40.35 meters. And here we go into the top 3. We have the Shellfire. This ginormous beast is a natural rival, as I said earlier, of the Submaripper, and its ginormous size is actually not that real as we see in the TV series, since that is a Titan wing, confirmed. It is a Titan wing Shellfire, so we know it's not actually that big. Now, its abilities include firing a large barrage of giant plasma blasts, and also immense strength. All of these giant dragons are going to have so much strength, as we see later on into the bigger ones. Now, its measurements are 64.87 meters in length and 67.91 meters in wingspan. Now we move on to the top 2, the Red and Green Deaths. Now, these 2 species of dragons are incredibly powerful, and we actually don't see the Green Death in any movies or TV series, but I decided to mention it just because it is a distant relative of the Red Death that we see in the How to Train Your Dragon 1 movie. Now, this creature is immensely big and can shoot very powerful fire barrages. And we also know that it can fly, unlike most of these big, ginormous dragons. It is a Stoker class, which I have not said, and its measurements are 124.15 meters in length and 174.65 meters in wingspan, an absolute beast. Now, the biggest dragon of all is the Bewilderbeast, more specifically the baby Bewilderbeast. And you might be saying, what do you mean baby? These things look like full-grown adults. Well, we know they're babies because Valka got her egg in the Dragon's Race to the Edge TV series, her Bewilderbeast egg, 7 years ago. So we know that Drago later got his a couple years later. So we know that they're maximum 7 years, which would make them basically babies, which is kind of scary. These giant beasts have giant ice blasts that can destroy everything. And even though we see the Bewilderbeasts act more in the second movie, we know that the first one actually appeared in Dragon's Race to the Edge. Now, this gigantic dragon's measurements are 197.45 meters in length and 83.61 meters in wingspan. That is absolutely ginormous. And this is the end of the video, so I would really appreciate it if you guys subscribed and liked my videos, since this is my first video on this channel, and I would really appreciate all the support. Thank you, and see you on the next one.